In the fast-moving world of electric vehicles, one battle is quietly shaping up to be one of the most fascinating of 2025. On one side, you've got the Tesla Model Y, the global bestseller, the EV that turned skeptics into believers, the car that practically defines the electric crossover category. On the other, you've got the Genesis GV60, a sleek, futuristic challenger from South Korea's luxury arm, a brand that not too long ago wasn't even part of the EV conversation. This isn't just a comparison of two cars, it's a showdown of philosophy, culture, and vision. It's the underdog versus the bestseller, and the outcome could redefine what drivers want from their electric future. Let's start with Tesla's Model Y, the reigning king of the road. Numbers don't lie. In 2023, it became the world's bestseller car, electric or not. That's not just dominance in the EV space, that's dominance, period. Its minimalist design, long range, and access to Tesla's vast Supercharger network give it an advantage that feels almost unfair. Drivers know what to expect: efficiency, speed, and a tech-forward experience dominated by that giant center screen. Owning a Model Y isn't just about driving. It's about joining Elon Musk's vision of a sustainable, software-driven future. It's become a cultural badge, as much a statement piece as a mode of transportation. But every king has challengers, and the Genesis GV60 didn't arrive quietly. From Hyundai's luxury division, Genesis entered the EV world with boldness, delivering a vehicle that feels more like a piece of futuristic art than a car. Unlike Tesla's stripped-down minimalism, the GV60 is full of personality. Walk inside and you're greeted by the crystal sphere gear selector, a glowing orb that rotates into a drive controller when the car starts. It's theatrical, it's playful, and it signals something crucial. Genesis isn't trying to beat Tesla by copying it, it's rewriting the playbook. With a mix of luxury craftsmanship, technology, and design flair, performance brings these two closer than you might think. The Tesla Model Y, particularly in its performance trim, is blisteringly quick. It rockets from 0 to 60 mph in about 3.5 seconds, rivaling sports cars. Its dual-motor setup delivers confidence in all conditions, and its range, up to 330 miles in some trims, makes it one of the most practical EVs for daily life. Tesla's engineering, especially its battery efficiency, remains a benchmark for the industry. But don't count out the GV60. Its performance trim delivers 429 horsepower, and with a boost mode button, it jumps to 483 horsepower for short bursts. That translates into a 0 to 60 time under 4 seconds. While Tesla edges it in raw numbers, the GV60 counters with refinement. Its cabin is quieter, its ride smoother, and its suspension tuned to absorb bumps without sacrificing agility. Where Tesla feels like a rocket ship disguised as a family car, the Genesis feels like a luxury lounge that just happens to accelerate like a supercar. Charging is where Tesla still has a clear edge. The Supercharger network is its ace in the hole, a vast, reliable, and increasingly open charging ecosystem that makes road trips seamless. Genesis relies on third-party networks like Electrify America, which, while expanding, can't yet match Tesla's consistency. But here's the twist. The GV60 supports 800-volt ultra-fast charging. In ideal conditions, it can charge from 10% to 80% in just 18 minutes. That's faster than Tesla's current V3 superchargers. For drivers near well-aplecked stations, the Underdog suddenly has an edge that even the bestseller can't match. Design and interior philosophy may be the starkest difference. The Model Y is Spartan. Minimalist to the point of polarizing, it's dominated by a single screen in the center, with nearly all controls accessed digitally. For some, it's futuristic simplicity. For others, it feels sterile, even cold. The GV60 takes the opposite approach. Its cabin is playful yet sophisticated. Sustainable materials line the interior, vegan leather, recycled fabrics, while still delivering a premium touch. Physical controls, mixed with digital screens, for a balance of familiarity and innovation. Ambient lighting and thoughtful design touches give it personality, something Tesla sometimes lacks. Technology in both cars reflects their parent company's DNA. Tesla's software-first approach means constant over-the-air updates, self-driving features, and a user interface that feels more Silicon Valley than Detroit. Features like autopilot and full self-driving still controversial but evolving, make Tesla as much a tech gadget as a vehicle. Genesis integrates advanced driver assistance too, lane centering, adaptive cruise, blind spot cameras, but its focus leans toward luxury convenience rather than moonshot innovation. It doesn't try to reinvent every wheel. Instead, it refines the driving experience with touches like facial recognition for unlocking the car and fingerprint scanning to start it. Then there's price. Tesla's Model Y, once hailed as the affordable Tesla, has steadily crept upward in cost as demand has soared. Add a few options and suddenly it's far from entry-level. The Genesis GV60, while positioned as a luxury crossover, comes loaded with features standard: heated and cooled seats, advanced driver aids, even massaging seats in some trims. Buyers don't feel nickel and dimed for essentials. It asks a simple question: why settle for minimalism when you can have it all? The psychology of choice matters here. Tesla has become mainstreamed. In some cities, Model Ys are as common as Toyota Camrys once were. That ubiquity is both a strength and a weakness. It normalizes EVs, but strips some of the exclusivity that early adopters cherished. Genesis steps into that gap with freshness, offering a car that feels different, special, and still rare enough to turn heads. So where does this leave us? If you want the proven bestseller, the EV with the biggest network, the cultural clout, and the longest track record, the Tesla Model Y is still the obvious choice. But if you're looking for something fresh, daring, and luxurious, something that feels like a secret only a few are in on, the Genesis GV60 is waiting. And maybe that's the real beauty of this battle: the bestseller versus the underdog, the Silicon Valley disruptor versus the Korean luxury upstart, the efficient rocket ship versus the playful spaceship. It's not about one winning and the other losing. It's about competition, making both better. Because in the end, the real winner isn't Tesla or Genesis, it's the driver. The one who gets to live in an era where electric cars are no longer compromises, but choices. Choices that reflect personality, taste, and vision for the future. So, the question is, what kind of driver are you? Do you side with the dominance of the Tesla Model Y, the car that defines the movement? Or do you root for the Genesis GV60, the underdog that proves luxury, style, and innovation can stand toe-to-toe with a giant? One thing's certain, this isn't just a car comparison. It's a revolution on wheels, and we're only seeing the beginning. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't just watch, join the conversation. Like, share, and subscribe, because the EV battles are only heating up, and the next clash could change the road forever.